Namaste, this is JVN Dr. Vishal Saxena, Associate Professor in Mathematics and Statistics in Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take a session on the range which is a part of the measure of dispersion under the course of biostatistics, and this course biostatistics is a part of the program, and it is just under the program of the MSc NND first semester and MSc Biotechnology, MSc Microbiology and MSc FST first semester also. The subject of this topic of measure of dispersion range is a very important part of biostatistics, and range which can be defined just as the largest value minus the lowest value of the given data. So range just will give the will explain the spread of the data, and means that will just be defined as or that can be defined as like the largest value of data minus the lower or the lowest value of the data. This measure of dispersion is not a very good measure of dispersion, because in this measure of dispersion just we are having only the two values, the largest value and the minimum value of the data set. That's why it is not a good measure of dispersion. But still the range is a very simplest measure of dispersion, and may be useful just for the overall picture of the overall observation of the data. So in the today's session we are going to discuss about this topic, range, and as all we know that this is a part of the measure of dispersion and biostatistics. So it is a part, it is an important for the study for the subject, because this is the simplest measure of dispersion, and as all we know that measure of dispersion is a very important study of spread of the data, which will be useful for the higher studies as well as and studies of the UG and PG level courses of the various universities. So in the today's session just we take some slides to explain the mathematical concepts and examples and some figures. So just we are going to share some slides today. In this first slide we are having the definition part of the range, and range can be defined as the maximum value of data minus minimum value of data. So this x maximum minus x minimum is called the range, and it is most common and easily understandable measure of dispersion. Measure of dispersion which shows the complete nature of the data set and the spread of the data set. So range is one part of the measure of dispersion, and it is a very common and easily understandable measure of dispersion, and it is it will give the nature or the just overall picture of the data set. But because it is having in this part of the range, in the range just we are having only the two values, maximum and the minimum data value, therefore it is not a reliable measure of dispersion. Now we take the formula of coefficient of range. So coefficient of range is defined as a ratio of x maximum minus x minimum value upon x maximum plus x minimum value. So coefficient of range is a relative measure of dispersion. It is a relative measure of dispersion, and it will be defined as like the ratio of the values x maximum minus x minimum to the value of x maximum plus x minimum value. Now here we have one graph and one example there to explain this clearly. In this example, the first example, we are having the data sets of 4, 6, 9, 3 and 7. So according to question, what should be the range there? The range should be the largest minus the smallest data. That means 9 minus 3, and that is equal to 6. So it is shown in this number line in this figure 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, just shown in the number line, and it is shown that the range means the largest minus the smallest data, that is 6. And another figure is explaining here that what is meaning of range diagrammatically, and we can see a graph, a curve is shown that in which the curve's lower limit and the upper limit are just bounded between the domain. So domain is from the lower to the highest limit to the largest value of the data. Largest means the upper limit of the data, and that is called the domain. So domain is defined for the values of x, and we can see there fx. Fx means the value of data that is given here, and we can see what is the highest value according to curve and minus what is the lowest value according to curve, and the difference for fx, this highest value means the largest value, and the lowest value of data value, it is known as the range. So this is range defined here, the largest minus the smallest value as shown in the figure. But sometimes the range can be misleading. We are telling the range is a simplest measure of dispersion and easily to calculate, but it is not a reliable source of the measure of dispersion, because it will mislead some time, as shown in this example. So if the data are extremely high or the low values, when the data are extremely high or the low values or the very low values, then in these cases, such cases, the range will not give the correct picture of the data set, but it will mislead us, and we cannot judge our data sets, we cannot conclude our data set according to measure of dispersion. So in this example, we are having some data like 8, 11, 5, 9, 7, 6 and 3616. So according to this example, the data set, the minimum value of the data is 5 and the maximum value of the data is 3616. And when we take the part of the range, so range will be given by 3616 minus 5, which is equal to 3611. But 3611, which is the range, the single value of 3616 makes the range large, but most values are around 10. So we can observe here the most of the data are around 10, but only a single value 3616 is a single value which is a very very high data in the given data set. Therefore the range which is coming there 3611 is not explaining, not showing the correct nature of data at the correct data set value, and therefore it is some time it will mislead. And few examples are given that for the range. In this first example, we can find the range as the highest minus the lowest data, that is 92 minus 88, and it is equal to 4. While in the second example, the highest data is 100 and my lowest data is 71. So highest minus lowest means 100 minus 71 will be equal to 29, and that is the range of our data set. And these are the examples of range. But if we have to find here the relative measure of dispersion, that means the range of the coefficient of range, then it can be determined as the x maximum minus x minimum value upon x maximum plus x minimum value. So this can be given by here, and it will be called the coefficient of range. Now in the part of the range, we can see there are some merit and demerit points. So it is the simplest of the measure of dispersion. It is a very simplest part of the measure of dispersion, and easy to calculate. It is not difficult for calculation point of view, and easy to understand, not difficult, because it's a very simple basic part. And one important property of merit point, that is independent of change of origin. So when we want to change the origin, then it will not be affected by this, so it is independent of change of origin. So all these are the merit points of the range, but range is having some demerit points, some disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages we can see? Because first point, the range is dependent only on the two values. One is extreme value, one is the maximum value, and one is the minimum value. Therefore it will not give the complete picture of data set, hence it is affected by the fluctuations. So by the fluctuations it is affected, and it will not give the correct picture of data set. Second disadvantage of this range, or second demerit point, is that a range is not a reliable measure of dispersion. It is not a reliable measure of dispersion because just depending on only the two extreme values, maximum and the minimum values. So not a reliable measure of dispersion, because it is not giving the complete picture of the data set. And one more demerit point of the range, that is dependent on the change of scale. So if we change our scale in the calculation point of view, in the calculation part, then the range will also be affected by that, and it will be changed. So therefore the range will be affected by the change of scale, and therefore it is a demerit point of the range. Hence range is not a very good reliable source of the measure of dispersion, and having some drawbacks, but having some some advantages also there. In short, we can say it will give the spread of the data, or will give the nature of the data, but when the data are not very high or not very low. So just we can find out an overall picture of the data set, but by the change of scale it is not giving the right value, and it will be affected by this. Students are advised now for this session that they should understand what is concept of this range, and how it is useful for the measure of dispersion, and what are the drawbacks of this measure of dispersion range. And just they have to prepare objective as well as descriptive questions, and descriptive questions for the competitive examinations, because in competitive examinations such type of questions will be asked, and you must compare, you have to compare which is a good measure of dispersion among them. Just all we know that, like range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, and standard deviation, and which is a good or which is not a good measure of dispersion. So students are advised to understand with concept part. So with this I am concluding my today's session. Thank you.